if you're tired of pursuing low-paying jobs and gigs and ghostwriting for clients who actually ghost you, or you are even at a point where you are saying, how can I earn so much more from what I know? Then this video is for you. Now, because today I'm revealing the best side hustles for writers and creatives in 2025, because I feel like, why should I keep it to myself? This is something that is working for me, and you know me. And I'm not talking about blogging or freelancing or Fiverr and all of those things today. No, or even about writing complex, endless articles for blogs and all those for small amount of money. That's not what I'm talking about today, okay? This side hustle I'm plugging you in today is the type you leverage your words and experience, and you can scale your income as you want. Like, you can actually have real assets, not just, something that you can bank on, all right? And you can also enjoy your creative freedom. That's the part that makes me, smile, because I know how I had to deal with wanting to finally just be myself, create what I want, not being boxed into, do it this way and all that and all that. So I've been a book editor, ghostwriter, creator, publisher for over 16 years. And now I help people like you, writers, editors, and creatives turn their invisible skills into high income generating offers. Let's dive in, shall we? Now, looking at what the problem really is, a lot of people like you, writers and all that, are pretty talented, but but some of us are stuck in that what I call project merry-go-round. So you get one client, you don't get another. The pay is inconsistent. You can't really tell, like, when next am I going to get a client. That's happening. Also, the writing job gig market is kind of saturated. Like, if you want to say, oh, I want to pitch myself as a freelancer writing for blogs or for online articles, it's kind of saturated. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry is writing these days. And with the help of AI and ChatGPT, almost everybody can turn out content and pitch themselves as writers, right? So it becomes very, 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 competitive. For what? For how much? Not a lot. Also, when some people even hire you and all that, they pay you peanuts, and you keep moving around in the circle, which is something I don't want for you. If you're an editor, all those nights and days of constantly editing with all the backache and just keep going, trying to meet deadlines for clients who undercharged your ingenuity. I don't want that for you. Trading money for time for money, all that. See, also, even if you have said, okay, yeah, let me earn more, let me ghostwrite, I'm a ghostwriter. So you earn like $1,000, and then you don't get another ghostwriting for a long time, or you stay on the project for 1 year. At the end of the day, you're not really making money, So the bubbles are a lot, and I'm going to bust them all tonight. Did I say tonight? I'm going to bust the bubbles in this video, because I need you to come to a place where you can call your own shots. Don't get me wrong. Freelancing is great. I recommend it. That was also how I started, right? Back in 2009, until I registered my company in 2010. And even with my company, I was still freelancing, because I was still working 9-to-5 jobs for like 7 years. Yeah, you know my story by now. If you don't, please go check out my live streams. You're going to find all the topics that you need to know deeper about me, okay? So now, I'm not against freelancing, but I'm against freelancing to no end. Freelancing until you cannot even boast of anything. No investment, nothing. Yeah, freelancing is a great way to start, but please don't remain there, because if you stay there, you're going to feel stuck, and you're going to keep trading your time for money. And trust me, other people's businesses will be built because you're helping them build it, but you discover that you don't have an actual business, right? And you can never slow down. If you slow down, you're going to be broke. You don't want that. So let me show you what's working in 2025. Let's go. Yeah, Maria is an editor now. She has been editing for people in her niche and doing well. Okay, she's one of the people I've encountered in the line of my work in these 16 years. And even before she had to relocate and all that, do you know what she did that was so remarkable? She turned her editorial, her checklist, the step by step way she deals with manuscript. She turned that into a downloadable template, like a toolkit. So to help our editors to say, okay, so when you get a manuscript, this is what you do first, second, third, fourth, so that you can grasp and deal with all the errors so that you don't miss out anything. Now, this is something she had done over the years and it has worked for her, and she decided to share it. And if you know from my perspective, I always say that being a business owner or freelancing or offering anything for sale is actually humanitarian. Don't let anybody, cajole you into saying, oh, you're greedy, you're charging money. You should charge money for it. Okay. Maria actually converted her editorial checklist into a toolkit. Now she started selling it and she was earning $1,000, on the average every month. Now, that is different from her actual editing work. You get what I mean? Are you getting my drift? Now, she was still doing her freelance work, but she was still selling her toolkits, right? Also, James is now a pastor. James is a ghostwriter, right? James used to run what he calls like, VIP days where he teaches small business owners how they can map their story. So if you want to start writing your own story, and because he's a ghostwriter, he has a few people who already pay interest that they want to work with him, but it's possible that they may not be able to afford his ghostwriting services, but they don't mind writing. So he takes them through a process where he can help them, he can guide them on how to map their story from start to finish, create an outline, get clarity about what they want to write about or where they want to end in the story and how to go about, just give them a template where it's easy for them to then flow and provide the content, right? Whether spoken or written, and then convert it later. So James did this. You won't believe it. He was earning a particular client. I think the second client he met paid him $2,000 for just mapping his story. Then his eye popped open like, oh my gosh, I knew this was a good idea. You know what I mean? And see, he's still ghostwriting, don't get me wrong, but he's now helping other people who may be able to write for themselves, get clarity on how to start. So kills the inertia, helps them, provide value. I see how much he's earning, right? Some people don't even earn up to $2,000, even in their ghostwriting because they can't price. Yeah, so we'll come to that in another video. Now, for myself, I've been an editor all of these years, 16 years down the line, professionally. Of course, in 2018, I had to buy demand, really. I didn't just sit back, actually, and decide to create a course. I created an online course in 2018, improved on it in 2021, and I've been selling it since then. And it's one source of income that I will always make money from as long as I want to. Even though I'm still publishing, I'm still writing, I'm still doing all the editorial work I have to do at my company in Lagos. That brings me back to the power of turning what you know how to do into what you can do for other people or what you can teach other people. That's where money is in 2025. See, let me break it down to you. You too can create a course. You can, beyond being an editor or a writer, you can actually help people clarify their journey or be like a clarity coach on their journey, right? And earn money from it. As a ghostwriter, you can turn every project you do, the process you took to get to each of those projects and get it done, you can, template it that people can actually follow and also get the result that you're getting. You get what I mean? And that can be a cost bundle, which you have repurposed from what you actually helped somebody do. Yeah. And yeah, I've helped a lot of people to monetize their skill, their talent away from the service itself. And see, there's no loss. Absolutely, there's no loss. I've been doing this for 16 years and I can guarantee you that this is where money is today. Okay. Now, the best side hustle for you, of course, is from what you can hear, is turning that your creative skill into a knowledge product. That is it. Make it a product. You've been serving people, you have services, you've been doing it so well. But if you're stuck on services, the day you are not feeling well, you will not be able to take on another gig. If you don't make it an agency, you won't be able to make money, even with all that you know. And nobody else can benefit from that thing you know if you decide to quit or to rest or to retire, right? And, it doesn't serve you, it doesn't serve humanity. So at the end of the day, it is to scale what you're already doing into a knowledge product. Now, what does that even mean? You can turn your editing process step by step into a course for editors who are starting. You can transform your ghostwriting structure from what I have told you into a book on ebook better so that people can copy and do their thing into a write your story ebook, right? You can turn your skill in coaching first time authors, for instance, showing them how they can actually begin to write their books, walk them through it step by step because you have done this, you have used this as an as a ghostwriter to help people write their books, right? You can also create a mini course. You can create a content system that small businesses who need help to clarify their story can follow and get all of that done. Now, when you think about these things, products can be ebooks, it can be books, it can be templates, it can be courses, it can be digital, any sort of digital education, which you can even do with AI these days. If a lot of people don't like to read, you can actually make these things into AI animated content, right? And there's so much you can help people do. Now, this shift that I'm giving you, it takes you from just being a worker to being an expert, to being a guide, to being an educator, right? To being a boss in that sense. So you stop doing just one-off work and be waiting for another one or be pitching one person at a time. You can actually now scale your brilliance. Yes, you help many more people without burning out because realistically, how many people can you work with in a year? How many people do you work with in a year to be able to meet your money goal? I know. I mean, you don't even need to reply. I know how that feel because I've been there, done that, and I can tell you, I have worked sometime that I couldn't feel my brain anymore. I'm like, I hope I'm not jeopardizing my health. And then sometimes I won't even lie to you, I have jeopardized my health doing this work. So don't let anyone cajole you into remaining small. Yeah, that's the truth. I'm sure you'll be asking, how do I start, Jenny? Now look at anything you have helped anybody to get results with. Like you've helped somebody transform their inability to write a book into finally publishing their book. The process you took that person through, everything you had to do with them or alone can help someone else, right? You can help somebody else achieve their own book as well, or even achieve other people's books for them. Yeah. So if you help the client go from, their notes and their scribbles and their speaking engagements and their PowerPoint, putting them all together into a powerful book, you help them clarify their brand story, which part of their story they should tell and which they shouldn't tell. I remember doing a book in 2023. The lady wrote about her business journey, but from an autobiography kind of spicing. But editing the book, I had to help her understand why certain details about her family, for instance, wasn't important, right? Because it's not an actual autobiography she was intending to write. It was just the journey of her growing up and how she became this very successful entrepreneur, where she got the DNA from, So, yes, helping people clarify their brand story is so important. That's gold, and you can make money off it, right? So, that's one step. First of all, consider what have I helped somebody achieve? Identify the things you have done for other people successfully that can now become your done with you product, something you can help them achieve. Yeah, something you can teach, something you can help them to breathe through and also do for themselves. The second thing you need to do after finding out exactly what you can help people do, of course, is to ask yourself, what can I teach someone else? So that you can package it into a downloadable format toolkit because you don't want to restrict your market to just people in your locality. So downloadables are always a good idea. So you can sell to the globe because everyone in the world is connected. Connected. You'll be shocked how much we're connected, right? So downloadable toolkits, ebooks, mini courses, workshops, as long as they are virtual and people can access them after paying, they can access them, is a go anytime. So package your product into a premium offer or a mini course. Yeah, after you have decided on what exactly your genuine expertise is about. The third thing you need to do is create a simple offer. By a simple offer, I mean the product. A product has to give people the results you know how to deliver. Even if you're not famous yet, it doesn't matter because we're on that journey actually. So you also have to start building an audience, okay? And I'll always recommend WhatsApp listing, WhatsApp broadcast list or an email list. Anyone that works for you is great. I like to communicate with people, back and forth like I know them. So WhatsApp is always my best idea. But of course, email lists have been there way more. I mean, people do that. You can actually do both, right? You can do both. Okay. Now, if you want like a step-by-step guide on how to do this after watching this, and you're wondering, oh, I wish I can just follow through step by step, I have already written a free guide in the description and also in the pinned comment. Go ahead and download it. It's free. Go and download it and get on doing this. Now, like I coach editors and writers on how to start a scalable and profitable editorial and writing agency in just a year. I have a program like that, and you are welcome to join as well. I'll be dropping a link as well in the description. It's already there. Go have a field day. You're welcome to join us. Okay, so now that you know this, share with me in the comment section, what is that top skill you have that you really want to monetize by scale? Yeah. Now that you know this, the best hustle for creatives in 2025 is not about you grinding more, spending more time, investing anything. It's about you turning what you already do behind the scenes all of these years, convert them into a front-facing offer, into a product that people can see and buy. And remember, an offer is different from just saying, oh, sign up on this or get this. An offer has to have certain elements. Let me give you an example. An offer has to have a name, products, and the things it contains. It has to have a timeline, a way to access it. It has to have feel, color, taste, tone. Yes, even though it's not tangible, it has to make it look tangible, and it has to have a name, right? I think I'll do another video on how to create powerful offers. Look out for that video, and that's why you need to subscribe right now. If you've not subscribed, what are you waiting for? You're going to miss out on that video and many more videos that are already here. So do subscribe right now and do what brings you freedom, because we're not going to remain young. We're not going to remain doing this popping. So if you want me to help you in any of this process, remember you can reach out. My details and my email address are always in the description box. And go get my free guide. Yeah, go grab it. If you're serious about building this kind of business and you want my eyes on it as you're building it as well, we can hop on a call, make it happen, right? Send me an email and we're going to connect on that level. Now, tell me, what is that skill you have decided that you want people to know about, that you can help people with? Let's brainstorm in the comment section. Go ahead and drop the comment right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Remember, your story and your skill is what monetizing. Okay? Ciao. Oh my gosh. Bye, guys.